Hello Galactic family. Greetings, dear ones. I join you this day with a satisfied and open heart, for I am Merlia. I came to help balance your energies, to return to a centered state between male and female. The Earth is calling for female energy at this time because the planet has been out of balance for too long. Now there are many circumstances, opportunities and chances for you to change everything. It is very clear that you have been in a wave of recession and many of you have been very concerned about this. You saw things following the opposite path of what you saw as progress. This has occurred globally, not just in one place. Quite simply, this is happening for fear. When humans are afraid, they retreat into their own evolution, and this is what you have witnessed on a global basis. Be assured, dear, we're not worried at all. Because we put some of the most powerful people in the most critical positions in exact joints of time and space, where they can change this wave. Yes, they can change every part of it around, and turn it into an evolution. The fem power base in your creative planet. First, do not think that's right or wrong about a wave. Quite simply, a wave is how things travel from one side to the other through his reality, to make any progress in one direction. You are making a huge progress, much more than understand, although this does not seem so to you now. Dear, we will help them to balance this energy with a better understanding of female power, the power of creative based on their planet. If you carry a male or female body, you all have this aspect of themselves. It is the part that is now becoming its greatest strength. The challenge for many of you is that although you always know their powers and skills in these areas, you did not always know how to use them or trust them the ways they want. Now you have this opportunity because this is happening globally, what you all feel at some level. You will become aware of an inner energy that will allow them to get out of their daily dramas and depression, in addition to all the challenges that occupy their time and energy. You have challenges, but also advances, so make sure you do look for these. Seek those opportunities that enable them to advance, especially during the next month, when we will be sending them energy. All of us this side of the veil will be sharing with you a beautiful energy. We're not doing this to move them in one way or another, because they never interfere with your free will planet. Our intention, dear, is to send them to higher energy, so that they can awaken from the dream, while you are still in the physical body. It is then that you will begin to understand his position, along with the hopes and dreams that brought the other side of the veil. This is why you could be here now, to anchor and land this beautiful energy. Light workers are everywhere, at all stages of life, in all belief systems and all geographic locations. Actually, dear, you hold the energy of the earth, as it is changing in all belief systems and all geographic locations. Actually, dear, you hold the energy of the earth, as it is changing in all belief systems and all geographic locations. Actually, dear, you hold the energy of the earth, as it is changing. Flavors of light special. You always kept the energy of the earth. Cetaceans, whales and dolphins, this whole group of beings kept the basic energy of the earth for a long time. A few years ago, the responsibility was passed to mankind, but now you are struggling with this, because the earth voltage is becoming quite unbearable at times. This is what you are called to do. You have not signed up to go to earth just for fun now, is not it? You brought something up and each person can begin to anchor in their own way, with its unique flavor of light. Some of you may think of light as a color, rather than a flavor, but their colors are very limited in their range. You, dear, are not. so you have these beautiful and small tastes of light that can place at all. You do not consciously think about it, but when they see the dark, just shine the light on it. When you see the ignorance, you shine the wisdom in it. The light is more powerful than darkness. Now you see that are shining their light in the best way they can. It's almost as if their light sees certain things, however, allows them to detect things that maybe other people cannot see through. This is how it works, even in physics. When you look at something, it jumps in place, as soon as you open your eyes. Although there is chaos almost everywhere, so you put the intention to look at it, sharing its light flavor, it takes another form. Here you have a person looking at something and saying, "Oh, this is a real problem." So, Power 4 changes in 2017. These are the times of the balanced energy of the Earth, but you are not balanced at the moment. In fact, you are very far from equilibrium, which is what is calling me here to help. It's not my job to balance the Earth. My job is to help all of you to remember. You are the ones who took the wings and decided to put the veil, which would prevent them from remembering who you are and where you really were. We applaud you, dear ones, in ways that cannot even imagine. We applaud the next steps that are about to take, because they are really great. Yes, this will be a year of massive change. Welcome aboard. The first wave. As mentioned earlier, there are 4 major energy changes taking place in 2017. The first took place in early March. Although there were a lot of energy movement, did not seem a wave. Waves generally tend to get vigorous in the beginning, so that they all move at the beginning and then soften thereafter. These waves are different because they come very slowly. Especially in the beginning, this energy will be adapted and anchored the animal kingdom on the planet. We ask you, dear, make sure you do pay special attention to any animals that live with you, or with whom to spend time. We find it fascinating that you think you can own animals. In fact, they are keeping this basic energy of change, so that humanity can absorb it in a different way. You work with the animal kingdom because you are a part of it. After all, you are classified as an animal spirit. This link will take you a long way. Pay close attention, so that they can help their animal friends to make the adjustments they need to stay on the path. Yes, they are definitely keeping part of the energy and are a part of the puzzle that you depend on. As you become aware of the great changes taking place, remember that it is not necessary to pay attention to all the dramas that you see happening in the media. Know that you are right on target. You were placed exactly where they are now, so that they can anchor this light in a very critical place. Some of you have been trying to move ORIONs, however, appear to be blocked in points. You want to come here to follow their dreams, but it seems that they cannot move from where they are. We tell you, dear ones, you feel trapped because they did not finish. So look for these changes to complete something. Perhaps the opportunities are with people who have not been in contact for a long time. It is possible that a single communication begin the process that will release in its path. The second and third wave. A second wave will arrive on May 10th and the third will begin on 28th July, which really will until August. You will have a lot to deal with it after that. The fourth wave will probably arrive between mid-October and mid-November this year. Now this time is still in flux, because it is dependent on many other waves that are coming and how they are anchored by humanity. Usually when they arrive waves of this nature, people retreat. They hide the waves and the energy they see as an invasion of their space. Your instinct is to protect, so help them understand. Stay in wave energy and absorb. Show others how this can be empowered by their own actions, and then observe. Although there are more than enough negativity for every person on earth get every time we ask them not to do. Instead, they dare to keep your light. Remember, you are beings who have come from home with all of this energy in the first place. You came and felt the energy, but did not know very well what to do with it. As they grew older and began to mature, you began to awaken from the dream. Now, here I am, standing strong as the earth is in flux. Everything is moving, but you are an anchor point of light. We applaud you, dear. It is not something they have done easily. It's not a decision you took with ease. Some of you have struggled with this for several lifetimes before making this decision. You are the greatest angels that have ever lived anywhere. You dared to take off your wings and pretended to be a human, putting yourself in a bubble of biology and participating in the game. If we can only share with you a reflection of its magnificence and its amazing effect on this planet, then we did our job. The fourth wave is still in flux. I will be working with many of you to help lead them through the process of navigating these waves and prepare them for the final. This year changes can be easy. It does not have to be difficult. It is with great honor that I welcome this way after waiting for so long. Know that we all are love you very much. You took the light of home. You are looking for places on earth to reflect it and dare to be the light. It is with great honor that I ask you to treat each other with respect. Nurture one another and play well together. Come and see me sometime. Espavo greetings, dear ones. I'm in. With this game in progress, I join with you in a balanced energy, a power to which all are moving very quickly. Dear, we know that you are experiencing challenges on Earth. Now we will focus on well for a simple reason: you have the opportunity to focus where they want. When you look at something, you actually change because you are creator beings. You brought these images and memories of home. You have a deep memory that resonates in your soul. This is the focus that you are looking for. When they try to repeat what they know of home, what they see here on earth. What you do not realize is that when they look at something, you absolutely help create it. So, no doubt, put your intention on the positive. Pay attention to everything that you can to change your perspective, intentionally. This means that there is no negativity? No, dear, it does not work like that. You are living in a field where you realize the duality. You still see many things like light and dark rather than gray. You still need this contrast while they are growing, although not for long, because you are moving to the love of speed, which is substantially faster than the speed of light. Focus on triality. As they evolve and enter these parts, we ask you to take a step back. Oh, but we know that you are very eager to move forward. Sometimes it is very difficult for you to postpone your momentum, but we are asking you to remain focused on their being. Let your spirit stay behind your body now and watch what's going on. Look for themselves to have these thoughts, receiving this information, experiencing these emotions. Look simply, without trial, for it is not permitted from this perspective. See yourself having these thoughts and become aware of how you are beautiful. Oh, we know it's hard for many of you to accept. You have what is beauty ideas you even categorized in certain areas. We tell you, dear ones, that are not even close. The beauty lives in the heart. This is why often you exchange the words love and beauty. Beauty is the magic that you brought from home. You try to reflect it in their own views, especially when they focus their energy on something. We wish to introduce the focus on triality. Consider that when you see something, you realize the first in duality, light and dark. However, there is a whole aspect of it that you can only experience with your heart. It is with this that we ask you to get to work. During times of great changes, among which you went straight on them and there is no easy way out. Yes, you will direct for them. As create this path, despite all the difficulties, it not only creates an opening for you to move, but also, for all those who followed behind you. Exactly. This is what many of you had in mind when they came to Earth. You are taking more answers than understand. We ask, very simply, enough time to be silent, to hear your own heartbeat. Listen to this message coming from inside as something magical happens when it is finally translated into their spoken expression. Speak loudly, so the vibrations out of your mouth to the world. It is the completion of a massive power cycle with all of you have been working to hear your own heartbeat. Listen to this message coming from inside as something magical happens when it is finally translated into their spoken expression. Speak loudly, so the vibrations out of your mouth to the world. It is the completion of a massive power cycle with all of you have been working to hear your own heartbeat. Listen to this message coming from inside as something magical happens when it is finally translated into their spoken expression. Speak loudly, so the vibrations out of your mouth to the world. It is the completion of a massive power cycle with all of you have been working. Focus on health. Did we mention that Merlia is here and she brought the feminine energy to help balance a new world? Remember, it's not that one is right and the other is wrong. Surely you can see that the earth was worth the balance for some time. Each of you have a choice of how they perceive this imbalance. And the way they claim their own power. Are carrying a male body or a female, it does not make any difference because you hold the two energies. My ability is a balance of masculine and feminine, because that's what I represent on Earth. You are beginning to see a fusion of what was previously separate, so you can create this game of pretending to be a human. It's all moving so they can decide where they want to go, because you have more options than you could ever know. Yes, you live on a planet of free choice. However, this does not mean that you have the free will at every moment. You were involved in dramas, appointments, and games that were participating on the planet. Sometimes you get so involved in it, to the point where they actually take their own free will. Focused triality instead of duality will help them. Now, dear ones, focus on the good. This will bring them home. This will get them out of your distractions, of all the crazy things that seem to be happening now, and which do not always understand. Do not spend all your energy trying to figure out, because you are already there. You are able to keep the light of one of the most beautiful ways possible for everyone, so now breathe. Take a deep breath, bringing all this light through the top of your head. Let it circulate throughout your body, then slowly let it out. You may feel this surge of energy. Can you feel the excitement? You are magical beings, dear. You are the God incarnate and our job is just to help them remember. When you are on a path of their own choosing, their contracts and all that you set, you will get them what they wanted to experience. No one is here without purpose, never. In fact, there is no room on Earth now for anyone who does not play an active role. Thus, the test is very simple ones. Take your small mirror, hold it under his nose and he misty when breathing, then you did not finish. There is much more to do. Full circle. You hold the love that can unite all again. Walk hand in hand, dear ones, wherever they can. Understand that when mankind enters the fear, it enters the separation, And this is what is happening now. Although there is a huge wave of separation on your planet, you have the key to turn it into drive. You hold the love that can unite all again, just focus your energy on it. It is with great honor that I welcome this way. We ask you to treat each other with respect. Nurture one another at every opportunity and play well together. Espavo.